Wow, this time the stream came up really quick.
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. Two heads are better than one.
I have to do the settings all over again for this. Tags. Stupid frame drops. Just when I finally decide to stream, see the power cuts or this. Okay, I swear, I restarted the PC. If it still drops frames, I'll be done. It's a little tiring. Time to time, yep, we went over this. We're talking about the Nagarjunas. Yeah. This was done. Okay, the Nagarjunites. So they seem like legends to the average person. They were once a darshan of the. Okay. Then the researchers who wished the fact the most of the was planted together, banded together and traveled to the depths of the desert, and the Nagarjunites are an organization comprised of the people who stayed there in the end. That said, it has been many years since. And okay, I think we went over this too. Oh yeah, you were talking about Khvarena, whatever. This energy communicates with them in the form of spirits. Well, I feel that I'm going off topic now. Yeah, we're here. The Academia believes that this faction is strongly related to this celestial sign. However, they have not been able to establish contact with this group and as such have commissioned the guild to assist in their investigations. This is a win-win situation for us all, for us as well. Ruins related to Khvarena are located nearby, but exploring in that area has been declared taboo by the Academia until now. If this commission is a success, perhaps we will be able to participate in future expeditions to those ruins. Since you have heard me say this much, why don't you take this commission? You're just finding someone to step up to the plate. Hardly is following careful analysis, and then I have found you best suited to this task. After all, your pioneering spirit is something rare even amongst adventurers. So after all that, it sounds like we just need to look for those whatever rights, right? Sounds like it will be pretty easy, and we'll get some more from the Academia too. Yes, that drum you picked up was originally given to us by the Academia to be used as a token of good faith in our dealings with the Nagarjunites. Just give it to the organization's leader. It stands to reason that they will have some way to resolve this problem. I'll be leaving this task in your hands then. I've marked the rough position of the Demir Mountains for you. Last Travis house, traveler, may you inscribe a new legend in the desert sands. Khvarena of Good and Evil. I was hoping that this wasn't a long quest. I guess it is. The Splendorous Sky That night, that day. Khvarena of Good and Evil. I'll have to change the name to this. Still loading. At least the frames aren't dropping, right? Let me see. 0 dropped. Okay. From next time, I'm not going from one game to another and directly streaming. I'll restart the whole PC. Okay.
Quit following me. Squall Fury.
I should get Sayu. Oh, okay, this guy. You can see it from here. Yeah, that's the sign of a Porsche or whatever. Oh, the new hereeeeee.
Upon the gale. Too slow.
Okay,
Quit
here.
following me.
There's another waypoint I can see.
Too slow.
It looks pretty different from what we have seen before. There's strange crystals all over the place. Let's see if we can find any campsites nearby or will look like this one with the atomites. I cannot read that fast.
Behold.
Okay, can this be the leader? I don't think so. Who are you? You guys don't look like tribespeople of the desert, more like adventurers from a faraway land. But no matter who you are, this is as far as you will get. Please go back. We've been commissioned to come here. We are here to resolve the issue regarding the sign of Apaosha. The sign of Apaosha? How did you know of this name? We are adventurers who have an organization at our backs. Gathering of the Adventurers Guild told us, of course. Since you know of the sign of Apaosha, you must have heard of us. Shamania? Order of Skeptics. Order of Skeptics. The desert past this point is a restricted zone under our guard. As a ranger of the Order of Skeptics, I cannot let you pass, no matter what reason you may have. The Order of Skeptics. My apologies, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Pyro. Pyro. A member of the Order of Skeptics in charge of guarding this place. Order of Skeptics. Paimon remembers that Catherine told us to look for the Nagarj tree site. Paimon. Or something. Looks like Pyro isn't the one we are looking for. Nagarjanites? That's just a derogatory name that those guys from the Rainforest have for us. They are them? Lord Nagarjuna is a hero who fought against the Dave monster. Dave is actually a god, but monster, okay. Alongside the divine bird's heirs, he gained divine power through the rite of Jinwat and put an end to the calamity. And there they call such a great hero. And our first, the names, Vijnanapati, Vinyanapati, I guess Vinyanapati by his given name. Wait, why am I telling you outsiders this? Are you two spies from the academia? We're here to take care of a problem. So you are the academia's henchmen. We have tried our best to keep a low profile, but still we've managed to find our trail. Still, I believe that the academia was full of cowards who would never dare to step foot in the desert. I won't lie, you have impressed me. I didn't expect you to have such a strong opinion about the academia. Of course, Lord Nasuraya Vinyanapati has said that we wouldn't have been reduced to this state if it weren't for them. Wait, so you are here to gather intelligence after all? I've revealed more than I should. Anyway, please leave if this conversation continues. As unwilling as I might be to do so, I'm gonna have to end you. But you're the one who couldn't resist blabbing. Why are you putting the blame onto us? Also, there's no need to be rash. Alright, show Pyro the token that Catherine gave us. He'll know what's going on once he sees it. Token? This had better not be some trick. Ta-da! The Told you we weren't lying. This is the Chevy drum. We call this token. Yeah, did Catherine mix things up? You guys don't think you can bribe me with such a small thing, do you? Leave now or things will get nasty. Don't you underestimate the skeptics. Bring it on. Bring it on. Seriously, 2 charge attacks. Cease, I'll say. Lady Sorouche, why did you didn't have to attend to such trivial matters personally, let alone in front of these outsiders. That's Lady Sorouche. I want pet. I guess I'm not getting the pet. We parry appear before whoever we wish, and our volition is not for you mere mortals to question. How dare you overstep your bounds? Damn, that's harsh. This little thing is about Pamon's size, and the way she talks is kind of funny. Why Parry calling lady in the reverent tone? Your sins will be judged by the time for that has yet to come. But the time for that has. I shouldn't do this when I'm sleepy. The two of you over there, as advice of the academia, it is only polite to state your names first, no? Yeah, we should have introduced ourselves first. That high and mighty attitude of yours is. My words and actions are not contrary to traditions and principles of the party. The same cannot be said for you nameless persons. That's fine. We are not nameless. Pamon is Paimon and his monster. We are adventurers who came here on a commission. I'm the one who is an adventurer. We are here to look for the Order of Skeptics. I need only know your names. Your other trivialities do not concern me. However, as for the red drum, that item has a profound connection to Aspari, and it's not something that you mortals should possess. I command you to present it to me immediately. No way, at least sound nicer about it when you're asking someone for a favor. Besides, this item is important to our commission. Yeah, to hand it to the leader of this order of yours. If we give it to you and fail to complete the commission because of that, not only might we lose our reward, you might even have to pay more to Adventurer's Guild. That's a huge loss. Reward? More? To think that you would risk your lives in a place fraught with peril for such frivolous reasons. You know nothing of what transpires here. One mistake would send you race tumbling into an eternal samsara, and yet you commit deeds that are beyond even our comprehension. Since you whole race into an eternal samsara. Stakes are high, what the hell? Humans are such interesting beings. No matter, I shall bring you to the leader you speak of. This item would remain a worthy tribute even if you should only present it to me after that meeting. Okay, that's more like it. Wait, that's still not right. We still have to deal with that huge hole in the sky, and if we don't, huge hole, you refer to the sign of a Bausha then? And you wish to quell this calamity with mere mortal coils? Huh, how presumptuous. It is the duty of Aspari to eradicate the sign of a Bausha, an endeavor that I, Soros, shall give my all to accomplish. To quell this calamity, I must follow in the footsteps of the divine bird, Simurg, and sacrifice everything that one might call Soros. To stand in my way is not sin that one such as you may bear. Simurg, foolish beings, have you not heard of the divine bird Simurg? She is the master of Khvarena, who once saved the land from destruction. Legend has it that it was she who split into infinite modes of Khvarena after her sacrifice, thus quelling the catastrophe. Holy shit. I'm not sure, but Paman doesn't think that we'll need you to sacrifice yourself. In any case, this matter is far beyond your capabilities and your intervention is futile. All you must do is bear silent witness as I transcend. You shall receive remuneration from this guild of yours as long as the calamities quell, will you not? Still do not forget to extol my virtues and laud my accomplishments. After all, even the greatest heroes shall require mere mortals like you to save of their deeds. But ladies first, the Vinyanapati has instructed us to forbid suspicious individuals from interfering before the ritual is completed. I have decided, and as a pari, my word is law. Okay, alright, follow me. I shall take you to the leader you spoke of. But gird yourselves all the same, that which lies ahead is not a place that human beings can easily set foot in. If you get lost or end up being eaten by some monster appearing out of nowhere, there shall be nothing I can do for you. Okay, the pieces of Khvarena. I know that. I've seen that in my alternate account. Damn. I wasn't supposed to come here, but I explored the whole area in my alternate account without doing this quest. Wait.
Too slow. Squall and fury.
I'll just open it.
Just following orders.
Just on my way anyway. And easy to unlock.
Behold.
Okay. I should put Sayu. Ah. Stupid Aramai.
I'll take my leave.
I didn't want a long quest, but I'm stuck with it now. Not this. Maybe if I just take Sayu along.
I'm so sleepy.
Even takes time to deploy. Okay, let's go. All this for our event. Okay. It has been opened and you merely need to follow the floating. Wow. Thank you. This is convenient. Thanks a lot. I guess we'll have to fight.
Quick squall and fury. Upon the gale. Cry louder.
I'm going in!
Behold.
There, done. Finished fending off monsters. What do you mean, Dave? Aren't these just Abyss mages and hilly turtles? To think you would so easily defeat the rampaging Dave. Your strength is most radiant indeed. Consider me impressed. Seriously? This little hilly turtles. But there is still quite the gap between you and us, Barry. The sight of you fighting valiant reminds me of those humans of the legend who once fought alongside us. Archons? I've decided then, you shall have the honor of being my Yasnapati. Yasnapati? Pawan doesn't know what that is, but coming from you, it can't be anything good, really. Do you not have such things amongst humans? Strategists, scribes, and the like? Those who exist to praise the heroes, whose stories they exist in? Neither of those jobs are what you just described. No matter how great the hero, their great deeds must be recorded and sung of by others. If not, the same fate that befell ancient heroes shall befall them also. Though they may have loved violence and conflict, great deeds are still great deeds, and they deserve to be remembered. Alas, those who loved conflict would be consumed by it, and once they had slain each other, they were all lost. because there were no authors or poets to tell their deeds. Once all who had lived in such times were gone, their works forgotten to the last. I will not be like them. My great work shall shine so gloriously that the world itself will suffer great loss to not know of it. Thus I shall now give you permission to record those deeds. I'm just a witness again. Rejoice and give thanks, for this is not a grace that few receive from Aspari. This all sounds very complicated, but basically you just need someone to tell you how awesome you are, right? Not interested, thanks. Sounds like an alright game, yeah. Hey, what are you talking about? Mama doesn't consent to this. Okay, this I know. Well, you are quite bright, aren't you? As I would expect of someone I have my eye on. Whatever the case, it has been decided right now that you shall be free to do as you please once I have sacrificed myself to restore the pure skies. Till then, you shall witness my valiant form. Well, sure, even if Paimon can't see it. She looks pretty cute, but her attitude is just the worst. And the way she goes on about us, bees and such, and others like her around, right? Just thinking about it makes Paimon a little... you know what? मैं गिव नहीं था यार.
I've been waiting for you.
Ages. Like a more decade. Why?
I see everything.
Okay. That's fine. What now? It's blocked? The path here is now dotted with grey crystals. When I last left it, it was not yet so. Grey crystals? You mean the crystals we're seeing everywhere? I once had her eye on them for a while now. What are they? Grey crystals are remnants of the Black Fire's embers. Proof that this land has suffered great calamity. The Black Fire? Curious. Indeed, I'm sure you have heard that a great catastrophe struck long ago where dark fire rose from beneath the earth and scorched the land. Is that a tortoise? What? I never saw it before. Played on my alternate account, but I didn't see that. Okay, the dark fire opened the bottomless hollow in this land, and the demons of Dave that crawled through the gap nearly turned this into a lightless realm. The gap was blocked by the great tree. The dark fire's filth spread like seed, and the countless dark and painful memories released by that corruption began to lay down roots and sprout. This persisted till the honored lord of Khvarena, the divine bird Simurg, drank the primordial water left behind by our god before transforming herself into Khvarena of all kinds and scattered across the land. From that day on, the Khvarena has taken the divine bird's place in defending this land, and those painful memories that leaked out have been sealed by Khvarena. So, painful memories are from Kandrea? All the people of Kandrea, because they say their wish came out of it. What is left are those ubiquitous grey crystals. Though they seem no different from any other stone, they may contain objects that are yet to be purified. The grey crystals in the area have increased of late. I suspect that this must have something to do with the sign of Aposha's dark power. Okay, her movements are cute. Please give me this pet in the event. Please. But if we use Khvarena's might, we can get rid of these crystals. If my senses don't deceive me, wondering Khvarena should be nearby. Let's look around. I'm wondering Khvarena. Use the power of Khvarena to destroy the great crystals. I only see a turtle. Turtle eyes. Okay, saw you. Okay, great crystals are found by the remnants of corruption. Use the power of Khvarena to clear them out, but once that power retreats, the grey crystals will re-emerge. The crystals are crystals. Okay. It will just re-emerge. Okay. Just done.
Everyone hold hands.
Single power is ahead. Do I have to fight? I guess. Yeah.
A new job.
They're just on the way, what can I do?
The hunter
Okay.
becomes the hunted.
Unnecessary.
I should have done this quest before. Yeah, this is gonna be long. Khvarena of Good and Evil. Let me just change the name. But then again, I don't want to open Chrome right now. Can I do it while streaming? Ah. Shit. Okay, let me try Chrome. Okay, Khvarena of Good and Evil. Okay. Twitch. Okay. What's that? No dropped frames. Lucky. Is this the right one? Yeah. Okay, where are we headed? Above? Since it's in the way. Thank you, Leaf Sigils. You're here. Who's that? The leader of the skeptics? Lady Sorush, Khvarena's envoy, you have returned. Though it has taken much work on my part, the analysis of documents regarding the Rite of Jinwat will soon be complete. According to my research, we need to only collect all the great songs of Khvarena next, and your great work may then be completed. Wait a moment, you two are. Do not fret, they are. Yeah, Mr. Anban, my newly chosen Yasnapati and his companion. They are here to witness my great work. Hey now, Pawan hasn't agreed to that yet. Yasnapati is right. Though I will not question your most astute judgment, I fear that allowing ignorant outsiders into this land before the Rite of Jinwat is complete may have untoward effects. Now that the people of Academia surely do not desire the rite's completion, speak no further, I have my reasons for doing this. Well then, take the drum from before out. You bring the drum out as agreed. Korriban's drum? Korriban's, you say? The names. Yes, this is an important catalyst for the ritual needed to forge a Lopa connection between ourselves and the party. I have searched for many years for this, and to think it now comes to me. This is indeed a good omen for my future plans. It would be good if the fates will also be with me when I lead the order of skeptics to throw down the academia and burn their house, Diana, or whatever they call it, to the ground. What a way to casually paint yourself as the villain, huh? Villain? Huh, the academia are the true villains here. Have no doubt of that. I forgot my introductions. Masajuna, the Vinyanapati of the Order of Skeptics. We who cultivate ourselves here. If you would use the terminology of the academia, I would be the equivalent of a sage. Okay. But I doubt those pampered folk would care much for what we at the margins call ourselves. We do not look much like those the academia might send. Oh, you do not. My brain is half asleep. For sure. We're just passing adventurers. Fair enough. Though in truth, it would not matter if you were to be from that dreaded place. Even if the entire core of 30 were to be sent here, my plans could not be halted. Well, whatever your plans are, we didn't come here to stop them, that's for sure. So they would all say that those treacherous louds from the academia, and when my guard is down, and you would stab me in the back. Just like those people in funny masks who try to skulk about in still academic domes. Funny masks. Do we? They didn't dare to attack our honored envoy of Khvarena, Lady Sorush. And they were defeated at my hands, each one of them. I'm guessing those were the Fatui. The Fatui? I know not of what you speak, but they were city folks. So I doubt the academia would be far behind in the shadows. Do not look upon us as some miserable few who inhabit the Temur Mountains. We once had such numbers that all the desert north of Mount Damawand would struggle to hold us. It is only because of our harsh environment and the slander and ostracism by the academia that we have been reduced to this. If it was not for such sage souls as yours, as myself, holding things together under the protection of Khvarena, we skeptics would have been reduced to nothing long ago. Sounds like quite the disagreement, yes? Catherine said that you have your differences, but it sure looks like you skeptics really hate the academia. Say not hate, but rather that we simply cannot coexist. When I was young, I did go there to learn in an attempt to mend our differences, but they treated me like an outsider. Though they feign politeness by calling us a branch of the academia, this is not but a means to belittle us. It is said that our predecessors had a clash of ideals with them, and so chose to go into the desert to stand against darkness themselves. From that day on, we have been holding firm in the war against defilement, defending our land, and what have those useless losers been doing in the meantime? Compared to those pampered pedants, we who combine thought, word, and deed far better deserve honor for our wisdom. Papa doesn't quite get it. You need only understand that conflict is the true nature of this world. Khvarena and impurity, dowry and the true way. It is these struggles for supremacy that have kept this world alive, just as surely as the sky does. Those sophists in the fancy darshans believe that the fates of all are inscribed in the skies and that this is the supreme wisdom and truth. But look, the skies reflect defilement itself. Surely their truth, then, is an imperfect thing. This logic seems a tad messy. I don't know. This is too much information for me, so I don't know if it's... Well, nothing is truly perfect. Think of this. Then we might yet be friends. If time permits, we may discuss this issue in more detail. I don't know. Nasuraya, this is not the time to talk about such things. Have you not seen how the great crystals hem us in ever more tightly? If you do not extinguish the sign of opposition, soon things shall grow most perilous indeed. Well, speaking of the sign, right, that's right. We're tasked to fix this whole thing, but after all this talking, we still don't know what it's supposed to be. Well, our plans also involve extinguishing the celestial mark. As for what it is, if it must be described as anything, let us call it the water surface. The water surface. Your explanations are making things more confusing. The water's reflection, while an illusion, nonetheless hides the truth within itself. So it is with the skies. It is like a mirage, if you have seen those before. That big hole up there is a way spookier than any mirage. It should be, for that celestial sign reflects an otherworldly hellscape. Long ago, Dari. So Dari is Khandria. Once built a facility where that connected them to realms beyond. Facility here that connected them to realms beyond. So Dari is Khandria. Need to remember that. During the Great Disaster, which they say that Dari started, monsters swarmed from the very facility into the nations of the world. The monsters tore open a great rift that came to be called the Tunigi Hollow, and though they were sealed away with the new vein of the ancient tree, this mysterious sign appeared along with that. What the sign reflects is that which lies beyond the dark rift. And though the monsters cannot enter Tewar through the illusion, it nonetheless radiates corrupt energies. They say that our very first Vinyanapati extinguished that strange sign together with the Pari, but as the power of impurity has strengthened over time, this ancient symbol has appeared once more. And should we leave it be? Who knows? That hollow may truly re-emerge one day, and that ancient war will be reenacted. In truth, it might be interesting to live in such exciting times. What the hell? But no, that wouldn't be interesting at all. It matters not. Simur drank the Amrita left behind by our god, transmuting herself into limitless Khvarena as the heirs of the divine bird. Solving the problem is the mission that we party have. I, Sarush, will still leave behind a world great enough to be her equal. Of course, Khvarena is envoy. And we of the Order of Skeptics shall surely help you see your duties through. What's with all this talk about sacrifice? Is that really necessary to solve this problem? Well, in truth, I do not know. All documents regarding the sign of Apausha have long been lost, and the traditions and rites surrounding it have also ceased to be passed down. If it had not been for me constantly looking up that document, well, looking up what documents were left, there might not have been any more left to know that the right of Genvat existed at all. According to my research, the Peri and the descendants of Simurg and should therefore also have the power to transform into Khvarena to purify the land. And would you not say that the grand sacrifice to save the world on the part of the divine bird's heirs very much suits our order's style? But that's so haphazard. The sacrifice we're talking about doesn't sound like a small thing either. Why aren't we thinking of other ways to solve this issue? I'm sure there's gotta be some alternative, right? It's always been this way, hasn't it? I'm very good at my job after all. I already said that you need to not interfere. Simply witnessing my sacrifice shall suffice. It's something worth celebrating that we probably should sacrifice our lives to purify the earth. Well, you say that, but I would ask that you keep a respectful distance from that which you do not comprehend, outsiders. But since this is the case, well, I was planning to investigate the Navy Howler to make preparations for the rite of Chinvat anyway. Why don't you come along? I trust that you also wish to see the scars left behind by a fissure that once led beyond our world's bounds. When you see it, I believe you should understand. Well, Pavan is kinda curious. So, sound plan. In that case, I shall lead the way. After all, you would find it impossible to freely traverse this land where Khvarena battles against impurity. My Yasnapati follow me to the end. Watch me complete my mission. Okay, I've seen stores around. Wait. In that beautiful place, I don't know what's the name, near that big half cut tree or whatever, just below that sky thing. Wait, Khvarena very mysterious creatures, and as the bloom god of her race, Sorush can replace her characters to fly and move. When Sorush is in flight, her character will stay in place to await her return. Part-time pet. Hey, what? While in flight, Sorush can ascend or descend and can use the extra skill to increase the flight speed. Sorush cannot be too far from the character, though. A bloom guard should never abandon others, after all. Okay, Sorush can call upon the special energies within items around which mysterious mayflies dance. Okay, those. Press Sorush's interact skill to allow her to use her power to guide the might of Khvarena. Hold her interact skill to cause her to stop and continuously channel Khvarena's might. During this time, you can control your character freely. As per Sorush can also perceive something beyond normal human sight. In that case, let me take you to the place where my father's profession took place. I am Snapati and this, I should simply call you Pale Floater. You're after all as foolish as a spectre. Objection. I was not going to take that coming from someone, okay. That was so fast. Okay, knowledge. Films of purifying light of the fragments left behind by entities of Khvarena who have used up all their strength. Only parties such as Sorush can retrieve them. Some films of purity. When Sorush approaches, she must successfully chase to retrieve such blooms. Some other blooms will split into many leaves when Sorush draws close. Collect all of these leaves to retrieve the complete bloom. Oh wait, maybe I just needed her. I still need to finish this. Bed. Yay! Yes! Needed this. Wait. That's for sprint. Space for up, X for down. Ha! Okay. This will be fun. Just to collect one of them. Hey, what? It's loading? What? Okay, I'm just going back. Wow. Okay, still not dead. Let me get the shit statue. Okay, that's half open. Tonigi Hollow. Leave. This is good. I have a pet now. That looks like the ocean in the one. Is that DP the Tunigi Hollow you were talking about earlier? The super huge crystals all over the place, even bigger than the ones we saw before. They look scarier too. This is crazy. Damn. Okay, so these were once huge trees used to sail and subdue the creatures of the dark depths. The power of defilement has corrupted them, warping them into such forms as you see now. Since the marshes have been sealed, it sure doesn't look like anyone needs to sacrifice themselves again. This is why we must use the power of Khvarena to reopen the way. Hey, wouldn't that just release the marshes again? They took so much effort to seal too. No, I mean that we must open the path to the sign of Abosha. The way to the rift in the earth was sealed long ago. It can never lead to the true darkness again. That is exactly why the sealed rift does indeed connect to the illusion of the abyss. We need only use the great songs of Khvarena to stabilize the seal before initiating the rite of Jinwat to pass through the darkness and reach the sign. The great songs of Khvarena. They are the mightiest manifestations of the Khvarena scattered throughout the world. And we can use the great songs to initiate the rite of Jinwat. After that, we can open up a path to the darkness just as legends holds the first Vinyanapati, Nagarjuna and the party did. It's all well and good, but what will we do once we reach the side that the sign is on? I don't know what happens after that. I have encountered legends that our first Vinyanapati Nagarjuna was lifted up to the heavens where he used divine power to extinguish the sign, but that, I feel, is mere myth. I believe that Khvarena's envoys will have some way. Since they can purify the defiling impurities, they must also have some way to extinguish the sign. Did Sorus not also say that she wishes to evade the sacrifice of Lemur? The world is built upon conflict and sacrifice after all. Well, that's what Sorus says. Sure, but that's way too irresponsible of you. Oh, don't fret. Before the necessity of any sacrifice can be ascertained, we must still bring the great songs of Khvarena together. At the moment, we have yet to take even the first step forward. Says the guy who's just been talking this whole time. Well, basically, only the party who has been chosen as a Bloom Guard can touch the great songs. But our current envoy, Lady Surush, has yet to obtain that right. Is that so? She looks sad? For all that bluster, you really aren't all that, huh, Surush? Oh, Paimon, don't say that. You dare speak to me like that, pale floater. But Paimon isn't a pale floater. Only by obtaining the twin horned chaplet may she become the Bloom Guard and being able to gather the power of Khvarena. As such, she must first be acknowledged by Lady Zorwan, the first Pari. She is a mighty Pari who once fought alongside our ancestors. It is even said that she was the very fairy who fought alongside the ancient heroes to subdue the embers of the abyss. But the elder of ours is utterly unreasonable. She refuses to acknowledge my dearest desire. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about that. Still, even without the twin-horned chaplet, this sacrifice will suffice to accomplish this deed. Of course, I do not intend to doubt your desire to sacrifice yourself this way, but if you are unable to perform the rite and pass through the dark hollow, your wish will not be fulfilled nonetheless. However, I do have a suggestion. Lady Sorush called you or her, well, Yasnapadi, did she not? Why don't you go with her to the Vorukasha Oasis? That is where Lady Zurvan may be found. Perhaps Lady Zurvan may yet change her mind. Should she see that we humans view Lady Sorush as the predestined envoy? Well, I am her Yasnapati after all. You're enjoying this, aren't you? This is the only method we have at present to change our current situation, so please do go with Lady Sorush to the sacred place protected by the Khvarena. Aren't you a sneaky one? Looks like you're the only person coincidentally out of a job. Of course not. There is much I must do. For example, the preparation for the rite of Chinvat still must be done. I must also consult the words of the ancient scribes once more to ascertain the locations of the great songs. As for the Kori drum you brought, I believe I may now form a connection with the party who sleep at present once more. Their awakening is necessary for the rite of Chinvat to occur. Regardless, I have the matter of the twin-horned chaplet to you too. Once everything is complete, let us meet at the campsite upon the Tamir Mountains. Oh well, so we have to look for that furry elder, right? Well, let's hope she isn't as nasty as Sorush is. Ah, so much dialogues. That isn't far, but nothing is unlocked. Gotta go there first.
The wind rises.
Oh no.
Quit following me.
Get it? They can see me? Good. Okay, got it. Gotcha. What's that? I guess I went too far. Damn it. Can I go from here? Just go back. Yeah. Okay, what does this do? This is how they look like now. Oh, pathetic. Suresh, what are you talking about? Never mind. I just happen to witness the undignified states of my kind. No matter, we shall keep going. You see, that makes Paman even more curious. Let Paman have a look. Oh wow, that really is one strange tree. The way it's shaped like a circle, it looks almost like a door, right? If you walk through it, it must lead somewhere. Paman definitely would like to go first. The Frawashi trees are no doors. You'll disturb the residual berry residing within if you simply pass through them. So that's called the Frawashi tree, huh? But there are the residual berry. No one can see them at all. Of course, Bill Floater can't see them. They are still trapped by obsessions of the past after all. It may not be what they wished for, but look at the sight of them clinging desperately to this world. Absurd and pathetic. They may look a little strange, but calling them pathetic is just mean. And looking at you being surrounded by so many plants, Paman actually thought you'd feel at home. I only feel at home when I'm on a battlefield. Only the battle lasting until the end of time can be perceived as true eternity. Sounds like Raiden. Insect. This creature looks like a squid. It doesn't look like a squid. No. Maybe no. No. Okay, now that you're following me, you'd better grasp that as early as possible. Kill floater. Shit. I dropped water. These traverse trees are buried that fought till the very end against the defilement that had been corrupting the land. Using the last remnants of their power, they transformed into this state that you see now. They exhausted their strength to the point where they could no longer maintain their form and were rejected by the Orukasha oasis for being tainted. Legend has it that in ancient times the Order of Skeptics would hold a ritual of purification for them so as to bring them all back to the Borukasha oasis. But nowadays there remains no one in the Order of Skeptics who is able to perform such a ritual. The best they can do is but to keep these Trabashi trees alive. That's sad. Yes, it do. I don't know. But it's cute. So cute. But this only prolongs their suffering, judging by their current appearance. They seem to have nothing left but the bitter memories they have to endure alone. In a way, they have also fulfilled their mission, but it was all a meaningless act compared to a true sacrifice. Looks like we should help them. Paimon can't just leave them here to suffer and endure alone like that. Cute squid. Cute squid, yeah. Okay. You can't. That makes you weak, pale floater. Being compassionate is indeed one of the great Simurg's many noble qualities, but one can survive here with merely a kind heart. Besides, for us Barry to exhaust our strength in the final stand against evil is already the best ending one can dream of. I see no necessity to change anything. Oh, that's what you think. Perhaps they have a different idea, you know. They have different ideas, you know. If Paimon was trapped here, Paimon would definitely want to go back home and be with everyone else. You probably share no weaknesses. Fine, since even my yes nobody fancies so, I shall wake her up with my power and let you listen to her teeming voice. Voice? There will be voice, okay. It's just marketed by Puri, who has used the last of the strength. A lingering Puri with memories of ancient days is contained within. Sourcing user powers to work in the race with Puri and the... Okay. Just
There's no
do
such
it.
thing as pure freedom in this world.
But now, interact. Okay. Residual party of the forest. Run. Run, where to? I'll explain later. Come on, quick. What? I hope this is not a side quest. It is. I will run later.
Squall Fury.
Oh, hi. So many quests. kinda creeping Paimon out. Hey, the reflection. This looks so cool. Okay, I'm here. When to go up for that waypoint?
The wind rises.
Do them all? Ha! I will do them all, but currently I need to do this first for the event. Because it won't let me. As a Frawasity, we can just leave it be. So many. It was below. Okay. They're done.
Too slow.
Lower.
Quit following
I'm
me.
going into a cave. Continue onward. Hey. I was here before. What are those? Burgeoning spirit. This tree once have ensnared the scarlet Khvarena. Searchers can use her power to extract their energy and channel it into the vines. Some tree vines have been affected by grey crystals and require additional Khvarena energy for their snare to be loosened. They just keep adding stuff, making it more complicated. Whose descendants are you? Okay. No. Let's see, I had to press X. Should work. Huh. Chest.
You even want this?
Oh, this one I've been here on my alternate account. Wait.
Behold!
Let me take it. Okay. We are here. Whoa, so this giant snake fella is also sealed here. It is a snake. Yes, but it does not have a sinful form. Perhaps it was merely unlucky to have been caught in the crossfire and sealed here. Well, maybe it's a good thing it's been sealed here. If not, it might just pop out of the ground and swallow us all in one go. I'll protect you, Paimon. Paimon knows that. You certainly look like you get on well. Of course, we're just best buddies. But is it not also said that even constant companions would fail to notice if the other was spirited away by a sprite? Not again. These stories are quite common to us. What are you talking about? Marcia would never do that. Merely just if you're possum buddies, surely some idle jokes will not move you. Though, we shall soon reach the Vaurukasha oasis. Come, let's hurry. The names are so complicated.
The wind rises.
Great point. Please, did you get Ganyu yet?
Too slow.
I have to go up. wasn't needed. Okay, keep going. No, not yet. Okay, I know you'll get her. You're just lucky. You're so lucky.
Quit following me.
Ah, the crystal. As a form of Khvarena scattered upon the earth, fabrics contain the same power and will stick to your characters once picked up and affect the nearby grey crystals. You can also put a fabric down if you need it to unleash its power. Okay. How you know I will pull on Ganyu? You said that before. That you want Ganyu. Hey, more drums. Okay. Did it work? I think it did. Was there a sequence? There was. Okay, top, left and right. I also said Baizhu, but I don't know. I was pretty sure you'll go for Ganyu. This is the
You even want this? Quit following me.
oh, the oasis. Yes. It's just like the suicide that energy is using out of this huge trap. Let's just jump down there. Oh, so it's opposing that filth, ooze, whatever. Wow. It was so easy to come here.
Squall and fury.
I struggled so much on an NA account just to get to that statue. Ha.
The wind rises.
Okay, continue onward. First.
Behold.
Okay, gotcha. And JT, you pulled on both. Great. How? Like one each? I didn't think there would be such a huge patch of green on the other end of the mountain. We were just in the desert too. How strange. Impressive, is it not? It is our homeland after all. The homeland of the prairie, so there'll be lots of other people like you here, right? You know what? I was not at all that keen on going. Should you not be excited beyond words? And the big tree stump over there looks like it's holding off this stuff oozing out of that big hole. That is the How would you say that? Harvis Tokum? Harvis Tokum? But I can't. Whatever. I'll just call it Harvey. The sacred form of the god that has granted us very life. It is not just some large stump. That's a god? Well, we have seen other gods, but this is the first time we have seen one looking like that. That is because our god cannot be considered alive. Okay, Harvis. 500 years ago, a great god gave all to quell the power of the disaster afflicting this place. But she was stained with corruption and could not be reborn in a purer plane. Thus her divine consciousness continues to wander the mortal one. Our great god left us with the sanctified Amrita, and the Lord of Verdure caused the harvest to grow from that, thus anchoring our god to this realm. The Oroksha oasis has been nourished by the Amrita, and even the Khvarena that defends this earth gains its unending power by the grace of the Amrita. This god of yours doesn't look too well. She's been trying to hold out against the stuff coming out of that hole this entire time. Her power maintains the seal over the dark hollow. I fear that the emergence of this eye is due to the attraction of that evil power. If it were not for the presence of the Harvis, the defilement surging forth from the hollow would have infected the entire world. But it is also due to the performing of this duty that the tree has deteriorated so much. I don't believe that I could ever appear to be reduced to such a state. Baizhu until I go to around 40, now trying my luck on Ganyu. Okay. 40, you are on soft PD already. I want Ganyu. That is why I must leave a legacy of heroism behind for all to remember before it does happen. Well, never mind that first. Let's go look for this Zorwan person, shall we? If we get that chaplet and fix the sky real quick, that might make your god feel all better too. Yeah. We saw a similar squid creature around there, right?
The wind rises.
Maybe it's them we are going to meet. Can I? I wanted to give all. I love the music here. Can't believe this is the first time I'm using it.
Behold!
Wait, Bell? It's not fair of the Order of Skeptics, which they made together with the party for use in the trials meant to choose human heroes. It used Khvarena in its manufacture and thus can be engraved with past memories. Lots of things.
Squall and fury.
There. Well, a good shortcut. Yep, there it is.
Quit following me. Search for it.
You saw this one? I send you my luck. Thank you. Yep. We saw this one, right? I thought we saw the pink one. I can't remember. Well, if it isn't so rude, such a rare guest. It has been a while, Elder Zurwan. Elder? Well, if you call me that, then you should follow party norms and cease consorting with those humans whose hearts are heavy with their ulterior motives. I haven't gone against our norms. I have only made contact with humanity to find a way to extinguish the sky fire, just as Divine Bird did. And is that why you have learned all that claptrap about sacrifice from the humans? We party care nothing for such foolishness. Isn't it our duty as party to sacrifice ourselves in the battle against the defiling impurity? Await the call of destiny, Sorush. Only humans rush in blindly. This destiny you speak of is a nebulous thing. I cannot simply be expected to sit and wait for it. And that is precisely the danger. The chaplet you seek contains the highest authority over Khvarena. In giving it to you, I may as well be handing the power of Khvarena over to those untrustworthy humans. Can't you just have more faith in me, Elder? Oh, you do. Looks like we're being left out here, aren't we? Also, it seems like Sarush loses that cocky attitude of hers in front of Surwan, huh? She's probably just fond of weird roleplay. Was blue. Okay. It was that. I don't even remember. Now you have better memory than me. And the skeptics are all too happy to go along with her, huh? And then, little ones, you came with Sarush, yes? This is not a place that ordinary humans may visit lightly. Let me see. Well, you certainly aren't from the order of skeptics. You seem to be outlanders, in fact. Well, in matter of courtesy, I suppose you do shall introduce yourselves first. Don't ask humans for the names often, you know. Bounce Paman and his monster, we are adventurers who shuttle across Devat. I'm Sarush's Yasnapati. Her Yasnapati? How interesting. She might have had a little misunderstanding somewhere, though. This is the forbidden land of the Pari and the paradise nourished by Amrita, the shrine at which we pay reverence to our great god. Only heroes who have forged bonds with Pari and pilgrims who have come to genuflect before our god may enter. I shall take it that you are Sarush's companions then. It has been several hundred years since humans last visited our Sea of Flowers. That said, aren't there a ton of skeptics living outside in desert? Don't they know how to enter this place? I shall not permit such discourteous folk to enter our hidden realm. In the past, people did indeed fight alongside their ancestors, but even lived here together. This is a hidden land, so easily accessible. Many years have passed and folly has grown strong amongst them. Even the traditional rites have become utterly forgotten. None living amongst them now can forge a Lopa with a parry. They should have been the ones to conduct the rite of Absor for the tree that suppresses the dark hollow, thus cleansing it of the filth that stained it. As the deterioration of the tree cannot be avoided, but if they had not neglected the rite and caused the seal to weaken, this terrifying sign would never have reappeared so soon. But human tradition is unreliable in this fashion. Compared to them, you Atlantis blank slates as you are certainly seem more dependable. I was not sure if you are actually praising us or not, but we are here too. I would guess that you are here about the sign in the sky. I doubt that anyone would notice our little nook if not for this great crisis. Well, we were commissioned to deal with this large hole, yeah. Oh my, so it is as I guessed. It seems that even after so long, the Short-lived race is as short-sighted as ever. Still, if it were not for that way, would you even need a spy to act on your behalf? Looks like Furry are just pretty nasty as well. Regardless, since human heroes have again graced our secret garden, it seems the cares of destiny have begun to turn once more. And you seem to be interested. You seem to be an interesting human being too. That takes me back. Once upon a time, I too traveled alongside humans, as curious as you do. Equal a calamity? Perhaps you really might equal their great deeds. Well, then it's decided. I shall give you a chance. The two of you suddenly seem more trustworthy than those blind and foolish skeptics. Elder, shouldn't you put your trust in me instead? Well, as for that, you do know where Rashnu and Mihir are, right? Go bring them here. They should still be enjoying their beauty sleep right now. This will serve as proof of your trustworthiness, and I will be able to give the chaplet to you. Oh, Paimon knows. So this is the kind of seal that everyone needs to get together to break, and then we can get to the chaplet, right? Oh, such impoverished imagination. The chaplet can be given to you at any time, but to solve the issue of the sign of Aposha, we will need their strength. Sarush alone will not be able to open the path through the dark hollow, not even with the chaplet. This perhaps is another example of the rule of three. Someone doesn't really know what you're saying, but as long as we can get to the chaplet, it's fine. It might stop. I also do help Sarush after, right? I need help. Oh, I cannot zoom on it. So, you're not very honest, Sarush. But since your elder said so, guess you've got to listen to us. Finally, it's over.
Behold!
Rashnu and Mihir, more parties. Complete the quest Awakening's real sound to unlock, but I get the option to quick start now. What do I do? Continue this quest or? What do I do? I can do this later. It's already 3:26 a.m. Decision. Hey, wait, how many days left for this? 4 days. You have to do this too, Peach. They're matching with Paimon. Yeah, I guess I'll stop here. Yeah. So there's Asipatravana Itihasa. Okay, I just know Itihas means history, but I don't know what Asipatravana is. Awakening's real sound. There's a lot in this. I have Golden Slumber left. I have Aranara left. Shit. Okay. This must be really long. Can do it later. Just lazy, but you miss the event and the primos. And cute pet. Okay. I'll just wish. Got everything from the shop, I think. Pay up. 3 wishes. Ganyu. Kaveh. Kaveh. Okay. I'm not sad anymore. Even if I lose 50-50, it's fine. So... Hey, buddy.
Where's my key? Not again. This'll do nicely.
That farm for him. I need books too. Give me him. I'm not giving you anything. Especially not him. Yay. Wait. What does he scale to? 100% chance to refund. 100% chance to refund. Landscape building courtier type furnishing. It's helpful for pot. Shiny painted dome after carries normal chance. His time must be increased by 25. This victim triggered. Nothing. Go include damage from Baizhu Hyperbloom hits Kaveh. Kaveh will regain HP equal to 300% of his elemental mastery. Others lose HP. He will gain HP. Smaragd synergy. Tender damage. By other parties. Increase the coverage resistance to disruption. Smaragd's mapping ability for offensive purposes. Initiating a radial AoE. Nothing. So I guess we just build him to EM. Energy recharge. HP. Elemental mastery. Hydro or electro though. Attack. Elemental mastery. This is perfect. After 8 seconds, within 8 seconds of the character's elemental skill hits an opponent or the character triggers an elemental reaction, then attack and elemental mastery. This will be perfect. Yo, suits him. Mean, I am mean. Let's go. Kaveh. Wait, what else? Oh. C6. Fisher.
I created another universe.
Okay. 2 standard wishes. Nada. What PT am I on? I think I was above 60. Well, that's pretty Claymore. You got that too from the Windloom event. Lost prayer 7. I think I was close to pity on NA account. Shit. 35 only. Okay. I can wish one more if I finish the commissions.
Think I've got a sharp tongue?
There's more. Oh. Well, whatever. Let's do the Anacoms. Come on, Peach. I'll go there. And the stream first.